saw today, and I want to get your thoughts on it. To be fair, because I don't know how you stop it, but Elon Musk is getting some slack because Grok, the AI, is allowing for random people to comment saying, "Grok, remove this woman's clothes," and it's like AI generating like what the woman would look like without clothes and stuff. And I keep seeing that even like OnlyFans models that are promoting themselves are like putting pictures of themselves up in a bikini and then like writing, like retweeting it and saying like, Grok, remove this. Like they're playing it to like sort of market themselves, but it is actually doing it. I've never seen like fully nude, but I've just seen like I saw a picture where some girl was like at a graduation for like university or something, and someone said put her in a bikini, and it just did it. And she like commented saying like this is like a mad violation of everything, and I just thought like that's a risky fucking that's a risky thing to just have out there, like, capable of doing.
Yeah, I think I saw it. It was the woman just in a dressing room or something, like in normal clothes, and it said, "Put me in a bikini," and then someone said, "Take me out of the bikini," and fucking like it was eventually just a video of her like shaking her ass around and like fucking.
I didn't see it that far, but
But
that's
it
a
looks
slippery
so
slope, ain't it, man?
convincing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
crazy.
was so convincing, and the fact that you can just have a video of you doing something that's just completely fake. Like I've been watching these videos on Instagram and shit. I think I sent you a couple where people are just taking pictures of people in the supermarket and just instantly generate an entire video. This one guy, man, I saw this one guy, and he's like just a dude like getting something out the freezer, and then they take a picture of him and turn it into a video, and they go up to the staff of the shop and say, "Oh, look what this guy was doing just," and it's him just climbing into the deep freezer, like getting in with all the fucking frozen chicken and that, and he's just in there, and then they're like, "Go, yo, you can't be doing that, man. Why you climbing in the fridge?" And he's going, "Yo, I don't do that, man. How did you do that of me?"
Yeah. The thing is, it's a good job that went around because I was saying this to someone before that I would just love like pulling the pin out the grenade and just dropping it in a scenario and just letting it play out. Like I said before, um, when it used to come up on Facebook years ago, when it used to say like so and so I did so and so, I remember like our friend Jake would just add like random girls. It'd be like Jake is now friends with, and then insert random girl name here, and I'd like comment on like the friendship, and I'd be like, "Yo, is this the guy you was telling me about?" You know what I mean? And it just well, like just dropping that grenade, and like just imagine just doing that though, man. Just being like, "Yo," like I've seen ones of those where they just go up to a random dude and say, "Yo, is this you, man?" And it's just like a video of him just kissing someone. He's like
Yeah.
another dude. And they're like, "What the fuck? No, that ain't me."
Thing is, even even if you're not doing it to harm anybody, like it's just still a weird thing to be able to do, man. Like, what if I came to yours and you just went, "Yo, you seen you sucking my dick?" I'd be like, "Yo, don't have that on there."
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. Like, because Elon Musk is obviously very like free speech, free will type of guy. You know, X slash Twitter is like kind of uncensored. Like I see all kinds of shit on there, man. It is like it's like a minefield going on there, like, especially if you're in public, and I don't even follow anyone crazy, man. I just follow comedians, some MMA fighters, and, like, I'll just open it up sometimes and there'll just be full on porn. And then sometimes I'll just open it up and there'll just be like a beheading or a shooting at like a 7-Eleven in America or like just fights, just people getting knocked out and shit, and or OnlyFans people just spreading. And like it's it is like I'm for it because I'm for free speech and doing what you want to do, but there is a point where even I'm like, something needs to be like funneled out. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be like a fine tune of just less just shit on my screen than more just let me just read a funny tweet. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't want to see someone getting stabbed in a car.
Yeah. I guess you should should be able to have the feature of, because obviously with free speech, like, and free just content and posting, you can't really put a cap on what's too far, can you? Other than what's illegal. But you should probably be able to, because I don't go in there very often anymore, just because it is a bit of a pit. But when I do, it's like a bit of a deep breath before you go in. Like,
It
man, I
is.
might see some shit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta prep up a bit for it. But you should definitely have the ability to just fine tune your own feed. Like, don't show me any shit that's just deemed fucking not safe for work or.
What's crazy as well with all that though, especially with X and Twitter, like I see the amount of shit on there which desensitizes you to like mad shit. Like, I don't like seeing any of that stuff like gore and all that type of stuff anyway. I never have. But like, I'm definitely more desensitized to internet stuff since having, the age and ability and wherewithal, whatever, to browse it, because they're just shit you see every day. Like we said before, back in the day, you used to just get your news by a newspaper the next day if it made it. But now you can literally watch like drones being dropped on Ukrainians and Russians, like, and killing them live. Like, it is crazy. But yeah, I don't know where, like, we're so desensitized that when I see these like videos of like crazy fucked up shit happening out in the world, and the first thing people's thoughts are to like film the crazy shit rather than like helping. Like, for instance, like, I don't know if you saw it, like you probably saw the headline that like Anthony Joshua was in like a car crash in Nigeria or whatever, and there's videos of him like getting out the car, like a bit fucked. But there's like real fucked up videos of like people filming like his friends on the floor, like literally with his brain out on the floor and shit. And instead of like people like rushing and trying to help and call ambulance, people like zooming in, like literally like showing the brain like matter on the floor, and like seeing these dead bodies covered in blood and shit, and the pile up of the car. And I just think, man, how is that like your first fucked up thing to be like, oh, look at his brain? It's like something's not fucking right there. You know what I mean? Like, humanity's being lost because of that stuff, man.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like social conditioning in a way, like
Mm,
because we've been desensitized for a long fucking time. You know what I mean? Probably like
yeah.
15 years. You've been seeing fucking people get shot in the head or like just shot up and stabbed and shit, and you do just glaze over it now because you've been desensitized. But I do think as well, at what point does it affect you just seeing shit in real life and you just think, oh, like it's in person this time, but I've seen it fucking 50 times before, so it don't really bother me that it's right there.
I do think it depends on your internet usage, because if you don't go on it at all, you're not desensitized by that stuff. So it will be like, oh, it's like fights and knockouts. Like, if you've never seen anyone be knocked out before, it's scary. Like, what the fuck? Like, but if you just see it 1,000 times, you're just like, yeah, that dude just got knocked out. But like, if you're not around it or see it on videos or watch any like combat sports or anything where you don't really know what knocking out looks like, and then you see someone do it, it's like scary. But you see it enough, or you watch enough fighting or whatever, or enough fight videos, you know exactly what it looks like. So you're just like, oh, it's funny. Like, people laughing. Like, I can't imagine, like, I had some fights in school, but it never went to the point where no one was like knocked out. Like, I've had my face punched out in the streets, just being a fucking loud, smarmy bastard. I remember once I was like a kid and I was playing football, and I used to hang out with a dude called Ash, and he had like a Scottish brother. It was like a kind of like a step brother, and I was maybe like, he lived by Connell, if you remember, and he was like kind of a rotund kid, but he was sound. But his big brother hated me for some reason, and he used to just say shit to me all the fucking time, man, and I hated it. And I remember telling like my big brother about it, and he was like maybe my big brother's age, so he had like 5 years difference. So when I was like 8, he was maybe like 13, which is big. Like, this dude was in school, and he was a big guy anyway. And my brother just said, just say something back to him, fuck him. And then I remember one day he kicked the ball like under a car, and when you play football in the streets, like, that's a pain in the ass, you know what I mean? To get under there and you gotta fucking sweep it out with
Yeah.
your foot and shit. I remember he did it and went, get the ball. And I went, you fucking get it, you kicked it. And I just saw a white flash. This motherfucker punched me right in the fucking eye, man. And I dropped like a bitch. And I had like a black eye for like 2 weeks. I had to wear like a cat round him and shit. And he would just laugh at me, like openly laugh at me. And I was like, what a fucking dick he was, man. And like, it never got to a point where, I was like knocked out and people like laughing at me and pointing a phone in my face. But imagine if you're the dude that gets knocked out in school and then just getting carried on punching on, then like the whole school's like laughing around and zooming on your knocked out face and you're snoring and shit, and that's just out there forever. Like, I can't imagine that, man. That's gotta be fucking rough to deal with.
Yeah. I think it's just kids are seeing that many fucking videos and compilations and memes and shit like that of just funny shit. They just want to be the ones to create it, man.
Yeah, I also want to bring up, because you asked me something today, and I had no intention of bringing this up here, but something just popped in my head when you said that. I'd say like 6 months ago, I had a thought to myself where I thought, I like to think, especially being on social media, that like I'm still not an old man in terms of like I'm in touch in terms of like terminology and memes and stuff. But a few months ago when this started, I asked myself what you asked me earlier. what the fuck is this? And I'm at a point now where I'm the old man that shakes fist at cloud and like, fuck, these kids are fucking weird, man. When clearly when we were these kids' ages, there was just the equivalent of whatever it was for us. But you asked me today what the fuck 6, 7 was, what all the kids are saying and shit. And
Yeah.
I remember thinking the exact same thing because I had to like look it up as well. I only know because I was watching South Park and it was like a big thing on there, and I was like, "What the fuck are they even referencing?" And then I looked it up, and now I've just seen it non-stop on there. But from what I gathered, it's not a thing. It's just the thing is a thing, if that makes sense. Like just saying 6, 7, doing like a sort of they've got like a motion with their hands, like oh 6, 7. They like laugh about it. It's like that's it. It's not like originated from anything. Like it's not like from a show or anything. But like I was like, what the fuck is this? And where's this come from? Like why is it popular? But it just is. It's just a thing that kids have gravitated to. But I remember my first thought was like, oh, is this like the beginning of oh, I'm just gonna not know what kids are like into and like what's this fucking racket they're listening to? You know what I mean? Is this the beginning of that slope?
Yeah. It's just mental though how mimetic stuff becomes like 5 years ago. If I'd have said to you like, "What's 9 plus 10?" Like, you know what I mean? You'd know the fucking
21.
answer. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you just know it, but that's from a funny video. But to just make, I don't know. The thing is, do you think it's just, do you think it's algorithm though as well? Because we're still on the internet all day. Like fucking 10, 15 years ago, if you didn't know what the fucking meme at the time was, probably because you just weren't online or looking at it. You know what I mean? You were just fucking at work or whatever.
Mm.
But we're online fucking all day, every day. Like we're on the internet a lot, but we might not see the latest shit or know what it is, but it only originates from the internet. But you think your algorithm's just keeping you safe from the kids' shit, and their algorithm's just keeping them in the loop?
Um, it's a good question, maybe, but like that's why I was saying that like I kind of still feel like I'm in the loop of memes and that kind of stuff because yeah, I'm on the internet. Like I watch YouTube, I watch videos. I'm like I said, I'm on Twitter. I see Reddit. Like so, I'm using the loop of if anything, like I bring it to our friend groups. Like, guys, anyone seen this? And like I'm usually one that informs them just because I've seen it. Um, so yeah, when something does come out where I'm like, I don't know this one, like that's when I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, is my finger slowly coming off that pulse of youth?
I think it's. I don't think it's that. I don't think we're like slipping and becoming like out of the loop. I think it's just we don't want to fucking be in it. Like we might see the latest shit, but we're like, I don't give a shit about that kid's shit. You know what I mean? Like we're not following it because we don't give a fuck about it because we're just old bastards.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's weird how things just catch on. Like, it is weird how memes become memes. Some obviously based in like genius. Sometimes I'll see a meme and I think that's funny, like that's smart. You know what I mean? Like whoever created that has done like a really funny job there or come up with something creative. And sometimes like I'll even click on like a funny post and I'll see like the top comment and the top comments, even genius, like that's fucking hilarious, whoever wrote that. Like there's some real funny shit out there that people are just doing and getting no credit for. Like no one you don't say like meme originated by or this trend was started by, you know what I mean? But it all started from somewhere like a Harlem Shake or even that meme where it was got well that sort of phase and trend that was going on where people would just like freeze emotion, it like pan around to different people. Like that all started from someone, but no one gets the credit. No one's like profiting. But like, I'm the dude that invented that trend. Like other than
Yeah.
maybe Soy for Gangnam Style, but that was a song. But when things come out and it's just like a thing not based on anything like a 6, 7, whatever, like it's like, why does that catch on? Like what about that is so viral? It's weird how viral works, isn't it?
The crazy thing is too, which Harlem Shake's a good example, which is crazy. Like that was what fucking 10 years ago now. Got to be
Probably
maybe longer.
more, maybe 12 to 15, man. Long
Yeah.
time.
But the thing is, when that was going on, that was like Harlem Shake was the thing for probably like 3 or 4 months, man, maybe 6 months. But now you've got a meme for fucking a few hours, maybe a day. You know what I mean? And then the next one's in, and it's so fucking hectic now. It's just flowing like crazy.
Yeah, my actual favorite one at the minute is that like John Hamm one, where like he's like in like a nightclub. I like that meme.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That's a funny
Yeah, I've
one.
seen that. Yeah, you
But
don't see it as much anymore, do you? That like one clip or meme. is just applied to loads of things. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I don't
you'd
think so.
see memes like that getting pasted more into just loads of different things, but it's kind of less done like that now. With especially with the generic memes, like with the text on, like the old school memes.
I was about to bring them up. I hated them. I hated memes back in the day, like those faces, the meme face and lol gag or whatever, all that type of shit. I has cheeseburger and all that early internet shit. I fucking couldn't stand it, man. I thought it was so cringy, and like all those like stickman videos that people loved that were like really cringy. Like I can't remember what they're called. Someone out there fucking knows, but yeah, I didn't like early internet shit like that. I already felt like even though I was young, that I was like too mature comedically for that. Like that was like playground shit. And I was like, like this just shit just ain't funny to me, man. And like I can't remember. Like there was the meme face, there was like me gusta and all
Troll.
that.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man, yeah, the
fucking
troll
I,
fights on
I
that.
hated them. I hate the faces, I hate the drawings. I just hated the context that they were put in. I was like, that ain't funny, man. But now like they've come a long way, and like I said, sometimes there's genius input them. Some of them are dark. I love sharing like the dark ones, man, because it's like what the fuck? Because some fucking dark motherfuckers made that one.
Yeah. Like you say as well, you just don't get any fucking credit. Like it's just fast moving now. There's some gems out there, man. But it's just pure. It's just fucking gone in
And
the
if
wind
you
quick.
did, let's say you was the originator of the Harlem Shake, you came up with it, put the song to it and everything, and then you're like, yeah, it was me that invented that. I'm like, fuck off, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even like the ALS, like Ice Bucket Challenge or whatever it was, like people fucking did that. Like, anytime there's like something that catches fire and like is viral, like sometimes I get it because it's fun or it's funny or it's based in, like I said, genius. But sometimes things go viral and I don't get why. Like, it's kind of crazy what makes things go viral. Like, I don't know if you can manufacture it. You know what I mean? Like they probably can. Like Mr. Beast probably like articulates it and fucking has like that meme where all those like numbers are coming around his head and stuff like it. But he's a different level of doing that type of stuff. But like to real like, because there's companies and stuff that marketing people like that are sat down in meetings and like, how can we get this product to go viral? What can we do? How can we post it here and there and whatnot? But like I think it just happens or it doesn't to some part. You know what I mean? Like you can do something amazing and capture it, like whether it's score an amazing goal and that goes live, or get an amazing clip of something, or catch something that's like, whoa, look, can you believe this was caught on film, or someone said this, or catching someone doing whatever. They can obviously go viral, but sometimes when it's just something dumb like the Hawk Tour girl, like you could never have imagined just being interviewed and then eventually being like having a successful podcast and then obviously scamming people out of millions, but just just a second 10-second interview in a street, coming back from a nightclub, whatever, and then boom, my life's just changed. Like, you can't fucking predict that shit, man.
Yeah. And you see people pushing for it too. Like, the fucking anybody got time for that? Like the fucking house fire thing. That
Yeah.
was clearly like just an accident and made a tune out of it. But you saw a few years after that, people doing those genuine like news interviews, which were just trying to be dead quirky and give little sound bites and that. They were thinking, yo, turn me into a song so I can get famous too, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because people just want to be famous now, especially for nothing. Like, I'm the same. Like, if you want to make me famous where I can be rich and I don't have to do anything for it, like, yeah, sound, but I don't know. Like, I'm already someone that I would say, like, has imposter syndrome anyway. Like, I'd always feel like, like I'm not worthy of this, or like, why me? Like, I'd always feel that. So, like, if I have just been a lucky motherfucker and I'm just benefit from it, obviously, on one side, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, get this fucking gravy train rolling. Like, I'm happy to just reap the benefits of this, but there would be a part of me that's like, but I'm just a fucking literally, I just got lucky. Like, I haven't invented anything. Like, if I won the lottery, obviously, I'd be like, "Fucking yeah," but and a part of me would be like, "Fuck you," because I know if I moved to like a rich neighborhood, they'd hate me because again, I'm kind of like scum that's just won the lottery. You know what I mean? Like I've just got lucky where I'm not like I didn't grow up rich or sophisticated or invent anything or create Google. So like they'd hate me, but I think a part of me would be like even if I tried to blend into that lifestyle, and I could because I had the money and stuff, like I wouldn't feel a part of them. You know what I mean? Like I could go to these rich dinners and fancy places, but I'd feel out of place. Like every time, even I go to a fancy hotel, I think like, like I shouldn't be here, but I should. I've earned it. I've fucking afforded it. Like I'm well within my means to be here. I haven't got a free ticket here. I've actually paid, but it still feels like it's just too good for me.
It is, man. You get it in a lot of places. Like, fucking, you might go to a fancy hotel or like a spa weekend or something, fucking for a couple of days, or just end up in a job role and have some kind of fucking like team meal or something. But like some directors show up, and you just feel so small and just fucking out of place. I had it before, man. When I worked at that garage, that race car garage,
Mm.
like historic fucking race cars, and the clientele was just like all millionaires, and the garage just did the upkeep of their cars, but they were all kind of snobby and stuck up too. And the fucking woman there like owned like 5 horses and did like fox hunting, and the rest of them just did the upkeep for fucking the cars of millionaires. And I was just some fucking like 20-year-old dickhead from fucking Warsaw, just thinking like, oh man, like these are all fucking rich and snobby, and I'm just here like. But what? How much time exposed to that shit do you just become one of them, or do you just become comfortable in like I've been here long enough now, I do fit in, or do you just become the snobby bastard that does eventually fit in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it like akin to when you've got like a dickhead manager at work. You know what I mean? Like, is it inevitable that once you're in that job for so long, you just become the dickhead manager because you got to kind of rule with an iron fist, or you get no respect? So you kind of have to be a twat and not make friends because you're the boss. And like, I've never been fully in a managerial position, but I've been into a point where like, people come to me, I train them and show them things, and I've never been that guy. And I always think like, and I've always said because I've worked for some real fucking pricks that if I ever got into a position where am in the same sort of have the same authority that this person has in a workplace, I would never be that guy. And I always like to think that if you was to ask anyone that has been like quote unquote under me, and I've had to train them and show them the ropes and like be in charge of them, kind of like let's say like yeah, I was like a nice guy, and like even at work like now like there's a girl that's fairly new to doing the work I'm doing. She's been at the job longer than I have, but she's not done it for too long, like what I'm actually doing. And she says she prefers to come to me because I answer her properly and not like snappy or short. So like, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to think that if I was like really wealthy for a long time, I'd still just be me, just be money. I'd like to think so because again, I'd have that imposter syndrome, and I'd also think this could all go away in a fucking second. Like even if I had a billion and I could live 10 lives on that very comfortably, there'd still be a part of me that would be like, "Oh, this could go any second." You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't ever feel comfortable, which I think is a good thing. Because I think if you're like, yeah, I fucking deserve this, that's when you can become a fucking prick.
Yeah, I've done some management before as well. Like not very high up, but I have been in control of people and I've been running the ship. And I've just tried to stay, like you say, grounded and just work as they do. But you just got to seem like you have more insight, so you're going to delegate people to do stuff, but you still make sure you're picking up the fucking brush yourself. You know what I mean? You're still doing some sweeping here and there.
And you've got to, because again, I've worked for like lazy pricks, and like every time they've said, "You go and do this," I just think you fucking do. Like I get they're above me, and they've probably done it to get to where they are. So they've already put the work in, if you will. But I also think like if you want to get like respect from people under you, you've got to kind of like show that you can do it as well. You know what I mean? Like, because am I meant to believe? Like, if you're meant to believe that we're a team, let's see you fucking getting in there and rolling your sleeves up as well. And then if I'm like, this dude fucking puts the work in, it's like fuck it, yeah. Like I'm gonna do the same. You know what I mean? Like I think it's important to show your fucking come on lads, let's get stuck in. But if you're just sitting there and just giving orders because you can't be arsed or whatever, then I think that's bad management, in my opinion. I know fuck all, like I said, I know fuck all about management because I've never really been in a position of a manager, but I've worked for some good ones, I've worked for some shit ones, and I know what I think works.
Yeah, I find it tough to go with like the long road like the long product of like, oh, I've been here fucking 10 years through thick and thin, getting fucking shouted at by everybody, but I've stuck it through, and now, like, you know, I'm here now, and everyone knows fucking what we've been through, like the tough times and that. But I'm just like, nah, fuck this. I'm going somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people get respect for kind of sticking it through and being like, oh, look at the position he's in now because he fucking just stuck through the hard times. But I'm like, nah, you ain't shouting at me, man.
Yeah,
Fuck this.
I don't want to get to a higher position through the tough times. I want to get to it because I've earned it, not because I fucking took my lumps. You know what I mean? But fuck that shit.
Yeah,
And I don't know if it's because you how you view things, but like, yeah, I can feel like imposter syndrome if I go to a place where there's a bunch of rich people, and I feel like, yeah, I shouldn't be here. But it's not because like I feel out of place because I'm scum and used to it. But I also don't view people with lots of money as like better people than me. Like I don't view them in my eyes as like a status. Yeah, they've got money and they can do whatever, and like that's nice and it's exciting. Like, and I want to talk about it because, like, yo, bro, like, what's that like? And it's interesting. But I wouldn't take shit off anyone still just because I don't view people as status. Like, I don't look at a good looking dude and think that dude's better than me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not intimidated by people just because they have a better job. Like, that's not what makes you like cool to me. Like, it's how you do things and carry yourself. Like, you can have a cool job. Like, if you was an astronaut, I'd be like, yo, bro, tell me the fuck about that. I wouldn't, but, and like, in a sense, I'd feel like that, man, this dude's cool. But like, yeah, I don't know, just how you are as a person. Like, you could be fucking jobless or homeless, and I could think you're a fucking fun, cool dude, or you could have like the coolest, richest paying job in the world, and I could think you're an arsehole, or I could think you're the coolest dude. Like, money and your social status to me, I don't see that on the outskirts. It's just, if anything, it's a perk or a bonus to you. But if you're just likable, that's what I see. I see people.
yeah. And I've seen it on the flip side as well. Like, I've been at kind of training events and stuff that have got, well, not training events, but like work nights out and shit that have got like little events going on. And we've been on kind of a round table of just our local little team. And then a director or something's been sat with us, but he's the minority then because we're the fucking boots on the ground, like 10 of us, and then he's the one kind of snobby guy at the table,
Yeah.
and you can feel his uncomfort because he's like, shit, I don't fit in, like I don't click with these people, and like they're all looking
And
at
it's
me
cringy
from
when they
like,
try. Like, hey guys, I'm one of you. You're like, come on, man.
yeah, and you're all kind of like, fuck off, man. You fucking 4 times us on salary, man. Like, don't try and pretend to like us. But it's kind of a nice solidarity amongst your group as well. Then it's like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
fucking kind of stronger together in a way.
It's true. I saw a thing before where it says like people are more likely to bond from hating someone rather than enjoying something together. And it's true. If you all hate a dude at work, that'll bring you closer at work by just saying, "Oh, that dude's a prick, isn't he?" And it's like that's it. You got a friendship going. But if you're like, "I fucking love Stranger Things," and like, "I love it too. Yeah, it's good in it. Yeah." You know what I mean? That's it. But then it's like, don't you fucking hate Janice? It's like, I can't fucking stand her. And then you just rant about it for like an hour, you know what I mean? Like, but I also
Yeah,
hate like gossip, to be fair. Like, I don't want to know about it really, unless it's something like someone got fired and it's kind of like no one's saying why. It's like, why? What the fuck did they do? Then I'm like interested. But if it's just like we said before, like work Christmas parties, and like, oh, did you what so and so did at the party? I'm just like, I genuinely couldn't give a fuck, man.
yeah, yeah. Couldn't give a shit about
I
that stuff.
couldn't give a absolute fuck what so and so did at any party.
Yeah, I think I told you this before, but I was at a track day like last year, just like racing my car around. But it was a one at a time little track, so you kind of did your fucking laps and that, and then got to the back of the queue, and then you just went forward again to get back on.
Mm,
And I was in the queue, man. This geezer had been going around in like this Porsche. It was just a complete mix of cars. Like, obviously I was in the Micra, and there was like fucking just Civics and anything was there, like Aston Martins. But there's this geezer in a Porsche, man, and his reg was like um, TE 57 XXX, like test, and then three X's.
mm.
and he was in this Porsche, like fucking proper nice, like fucking GT3 911, and I was behind him, and I was just like not paying any fucking attention, but he came up to me and he was like, "Oh, this is cool. Like, what you done to this?" and all that kind of shit, and was like talking about the mod. And then I kind of obviously went like, "What about this though, man? Like, this is fucking nice. Does it drive well and all that?" And then he was like such a down to earth geezer, but he was quite old. He was probably like 60 something.
Mm.
And I just got too curious, man. We like got comfortable with each other, and I was like, "What did you do to get this then, man? Like, how did you get this Porsche and that?" And he was like, but he was proper humble about it. I don't know if it's because it was that thing of he just felt uncomfortable because he didn't want to be like the snobby dickhead, but
Yeah.
it was like, oh, it was like I invented a business and just sold it and just fucking retired on it at like 50, and I just bought this Porsche and that to fucking treat myself. But he said I invented when you go into like Tesco car park or Sainsbury's and it automatically grabs your reg on the way in and calculates your parking and like the screen system to enter your reg and pay for your parking and all that. I invented that for like Tesco. I just got a
Damn.
big fucking deal through them.
Yeah, I use that as well. That
Yeah,
exact one
exactly.
from
Fucking
Tesco. Yeah.
yeah. Who don't? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he was like, yeah, that's what the reg is for. So like this test XXX, we needed like a blank plate in the system to just test it with. To like obviously just test a fucking registration on the system. So it was just a test reg, like test and then no characters, just XXX, just blank characters. And he said, to test it, we made it exempt from like being charged. So if it goes into a Tesco, like it doesn't have to pay to go out again, it won't get charged. And he said, I bought that reg as a private plate just to kind of, leave with something and like kind of take the piss. And he said, in the system, it's still exempt from all parking. So he
Damn.
can still go and park in the
The
Porsche,
rich keep getting fucking richer, man.
man. Yeah, man, he ain't paying no fucking £1.20 an hour. But nah, I was like, yeah, I wanted to kind of be human with him for a sec, man, and just be like, yo, how did you get all this, man?
And
Because,
you know that if you invented some shit and you made money, like you want to talk about it. Like you do.
yeah,
Like if someone
exactly.
says, "Yo, how'd you do this, man?" It's like, oh, I want to say this. Like I want to talk to someone, especially if it's like someone that wants to do something. Like they can see, like this dude wants to like get out there and break from the normal 9 to 5, and he wants to invent something. So like, let me drop a bit of knowledge and wisdom on this guy. You know what I mean? Like it's probably
Yeah.
exciting to do. I'd love to.
That's how I feel as well, because obviously with my new job, I'm traveling around a lot, and I keep saying to you, like, oh man, I've pulled up to this fucking nice house with all these cars and stuff. I just kind of want to, like, talk to a man and just show a little vulnerability, like, yo, fucking talk to me a bit, man. How did you build this and get this stuff? Like,
I'll do it.
is there
Yeah, I'll
anything you
do
can
it.
show me, or like, is there anything going, or could you fucking loop me in with any people to just, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta fucking talk to people, man.
Yeah, you literally got your job just by saying, just speaking to a neighbor, and they're like, "Yo, you want a job?" And then that's how you do your job
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
The- It,
yeah. And
there's something in it. Like even if like it never amounts to anything, at least it might make your fucking day better. Like I have to take calls at my work, and I fucking hate it. But sometimes I'll answer a call, and I'll be speaking mostly to older people 'cause that's the line of work I'm in. And like it'll be pleasant, and I'll put the phone down, and it's like it's uplifted my mood. And then, like 20 minutes later, I might have to answer another call and it's right back fucking down again, some cunts moaning. But like, it can brighten your day, or like I said, someone might say something that fucking resonates with you, or might give you an opportunity. But that's what I'm saying. Like I think earlier when I said to the Anthony Joshua thing, I think especially with social media and the way it is now, and like even ourselves, like I think humanity's going down the fucking drain. Like no one even wants to talk to someone else. So I think for some people, if you was to approach them and show a bit of vulnerability, it might even scare people off. I think that dude's a fucking weirdo. Like, what's he fucking prying into my life for? But there's probably some people out there like that might find it a bit refreshing. Like, oh, this dude wants to actually like talk and not like look at a fucking screen all day. You know what I mean? Like talk about real life shit and feel each other out. Like I've done it. Like I've seen people driving nice cars, and I've said like, "Oh, bro, what the fuck do you do, man?" And like, thing is, they always joke. They never want to tell you, so it always makes me think they're up to some shady shit. And I know how hard it is to earn good money. So like, I do always think someone's up to some shady shit if they've got money, especially if they don't want to disclose it, because then you could just be like, I work in a bank, and it's like, okay, cool. Like you can be that vague and ambiguous with it, but when they're like, I can't say, man, it's like, what you up to? Then get me in on this scheme, I beg you.
Yeah, please loop me in, brother.
Give me a
Look at my
contact number
trainers,
or
man.
something.
Yeah, like, look at
I'm
my old
literally
fucking
wearing
jeans,
a
bro.
hoodie right now with a fucking hole in the side. Like, bro, hook me up somewhere.
Yeah, like, bro, you can see I ain't washed my jeans in 4 weeks, man. Just get me on. No,
Uh,
but I do, man. I like talking to different people, and I think people do want to talk as well when you coax them out a bit.
yeah,
But I kind of see it as just collecting data, man. Like just collecting more perspectives and different insights from different people, and just it's kind of I don't know, man. You realize how much is going on in the world. It's a bit like fucking, like Watch Dogs, where like the characters are walking around, you just see little snippets of what they're talking about on the phone or what they're thinking, or fucking like little speech bubbles above their heads. It's like just checking in, man, getting loads of different perspective of just what people are thinking and what people's mindsets are. Like you never know, just chatting to a random person, what kind of insight you're gonna get. Like shit, that's changed my perspective on that. Like I'm gonna go look at that when I get back, or shit like that.
yeah, it's important to. And like you said, with that dude that invented like the parking thing at Tesco, like obviously, if he was to ask you about it because you use it, oh, do you know someone invented that? You'd be like, well, yeah, of course, but you don't really think about it. You just use it. But everything you use, someone invented. Like someone could even say something like that to you, and then that spark like a thing in your head, like, oh, what about this though? And then you invent that, and then because you don't know really it exists or there's a market for it until you speak to someone. Like I spoke to someone before, and then they were like, "What do you do?" And they're like, "Oh, I make stickers for this, whatever." And I was like, "I didn't even think about like stickers for that. Like, what do you mean you make stickers? Like, I didn't even know. Like, of course you see it every day, but you don't think about that. Like that shit's being made by someone or invented by someone. You know what I mean? So like when you hear it, it kind of is like, oh yeah, that shit is just going on. And like how you said for Watch Dogs, and people are like, informed that's like a video game, and like you're a hacker, but like we look at people just every day, just walk past us, drive past us, whatever, and the coined NPCs, and they are in a sense because you're never gonna speak or interact with that person mostly. But like they have their own lives going on, their own stresses. They might even have cancer, or they might be fucking rich as fuck and they've won the lottery before. Like but you just see him and walk past and think, yeah, that's just a guy. But like that dude has lived a whole life, got his own shit going on, his own thoughts, maybe even talks and says shit like we do right now to his friends. And it's like, we'd really get on with that dude, but he's just there next to me in the supermarket, just grabbing eggs. And it's like, oh, you're right, mate. Sorry, that's it. But really, I could be like best mates with that dude and have the exact same, line of thinking and everything. But just how you're
Yeah,
going to be like, oh, you're right, mate. You know what I mean? Like, and I
yeah,
would
it's
feel
true.
weird someone doing that to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm someone obviously that talks a lot, and I think I have some things to add and say at times. But if someone like approached me and started like being like, "Oh man, what'd you do?" I think it would take me a little while to be like, "What's this? What's this angle?" You know what I mean? Like what they're trying to get at. And then when I realised that maybe they were a just chill person, there was no like, "Got ya, come in." Then I might be
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, man, let's just fucking chat." But I think I would be put off. But again, I think that's just because social media and everything. Like people have me included in a sense, not so much because it's part of my job, but people have like literal anxiety about like people calling them. Like they're seeing the phone like like ringing. They're like, I don't want to answer that. It's like a scary thing. It's like there's nothing scary about it, really. It's just a fucking phone call. But that's how like skewed and fucked up we are to be socializing in a way because it's all done behind a screen.
It is, man, and we're just ignoring the entire world that's just around us because we're just in this alternative world that's on just a fucking 7 inch like rectangle. We're just in there rather than opening our eyes to the fucking outside world. I think it's nice to just slow down sometimes though and just have an actual interaction with people, man. You know what I mean? Like I had a little laugh with this guy earlier. I went to just a garage to fill up my screen wash on my work van, and I was just using the thing in the nozzle, and I looked around a little minute, and I saw the cashier was like looking through the window, and he like mouthed to me like, "Oh, is it working?" And I just went, "Yeah, yeah." And I lifted up the screen wash to like make like a big fucking stream of liquid like flying into the engine bay, and he like laughed, like we both laughed at each other just through this glass. I just thought like that's just a random geezer, but I could have just kept my head down and not fucking paid any attention. But it's
Yeah.
just nice to just interact with people, man. I like to interact with people, like, but Amy kind of just she finds it awkward, so she kind of like
Rushes you
I
out
don't know
of
what
it.
the word. Nah, I think she like kind of I don't know what the opposite to fucking encourages, like discourages it.
Discourage.
Like she's yeah, but like she kind of discourages it, like, oh well, you got to be awkward. But I have nice interactions with people. It's not awkward. Like
Yeah,
we
like I
went to
said, you
Nando's a couple of
you
weeks
literally
ago.
got a job from doing that.
That's what I said to her, and then she was like, "Oh, true." But yeah, we went to Nando's a couple of weeks ago, and I could tell the server was like just a cool geezer, and I think he just enjoyed what he did, and he was like watching our table, and he fucking brought the food over, brought the cutlery over, like checked on us, fucking offered us sauces and that, and he just looked after us. You know what I mean? It was nothing amazing, but he fucking it was our table, and when we was getting up to go, he was like the other side of the fucking thing, not paying attention, but I wanted to say bye to him, like just to thank him for fucking looking after us, you know what I mean? So I just kind of hung around at the table for a minute because I just thought like, I don't want him to turn around and just be like, oh, like they've gone, like okay, so
Like you built up a fucking marriage with this guy. The fuck do you care? Remember, he's got you're just another cunt to him that he's got to serve. What do you care?
well, yeah, but exactly, man. Like I don't want to be one of them, man. I want to have a little fucking interaction with him. But I waited for him to come back over anyway, and he's like, he fucking stuck his hand out for a handshake. We just had like a little fucking clap of a handshake, and just was like, yeah, man, cheers, have a good night, and that. I
Mm.
think that's a more of a nice gesture in his head to not just be like, oh, he's just a fucking NPC, like servant, like bring my food and fuck off, leave me alone. Like I've given him some
Yeah, it's
humanity, you
like
know.
yeah, you want him to think that you've humanized him. Like, bro, I'll just see you as a server, man.
That's it, man.
But I think that's also condescending. That's like telling
Nah,
like a
I
black
just
person,
respected
like, yo,
him.
you don't, I don't think you're black. You know that, do you? Like, you can't just say that. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make it okay. You're like, yo, bro, I'm humanizing you. Like, I don't just see you as a shit cunt waiter. You know that, do you?
Yeah, like yo, you're the best flavor around here, man. You know that, bro.
Or is it that you want to build a rapport? So like next time you go Nando's, they go the usual, Mr. Poynton, and you're like, yep.
Hand him a gold coin. One of them little golden chickens off the fucking stick.
Yeah, yeah, or
Nah, man, I just didn't want to fucking blank the guy and just be like, yeah, fuck him. All he did
yeah.
was
It's
fucking
it's
look after us for an hour.
yeah. It is nice to just be nice because they're dealing with shit all day. So if you can just not be a cunt, you know what I mean? It's nice, and they do remember it. Like I've worked in retail. I've never worked in the food industry, but even like I just said just a minute ago, that like if I get someone nice on the phone, it literally like that was actually quite pleasant, and it makes you just feel a bit good, and then all it takes is one bad phone call to just put you in a bad mood again. But just someone just being, like I said, human with you. And like even me, like I'll have things in my job where, you can never know all the fucking answers. And like all these people that do. So you have to be like, let me just put you on hold and let me reach out to someone that would know that answer because they're an expertise in that particular thing, whatever. And sometimes you say, yeah, I don't know, but I can get back to you and let you know. I'll write you an email, I'll phone you back, whatever you need me to do. Sometimes like, oh, I really appreciate that. Like, thanks. Like, you don't have to go that above and beyond, but I appreciate you doing so. And some are just like, and it's like that just makes you want to just put the fucking phone down. And you know what I mean? Like, fuck you, man. Like,
Yeah,
I can't just know the answer. Like, do you know fucking everything about your job, bro? Like, no. Like, it don't work like that. Just be human for a second and just be like, oh, he's gonna go find out for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's no, it's not. If anything, I'm doing all the work. You're just waiting on the phone. So yeah,
yeah,
but like, when you were saying like you're missing the world because you're being behind a screen, as much as I would like to rub shoulders with certain people and taking stories here and there and stuff like that, the more I am out in the actual world, the more I realise I hate it. So I do prefer to be behind the screen and waste my life, if you will, being, like we live in the West Midlands. Most places around here, and being in England in general, especially right now in the world, I guess, you just see bad shit everywhere. People being stabbed, fucking schools being shut up. All it's just bad things happening everywhere. People being mugged, people being raped, all this shit. But then if I can just sit there in my home and just be engulfed in an amazing world of a video game and not have to deal or hear any of that, I'm gonna fucking do that, man. I'm gonna be in Japan cutting people open on Ghost Kyoto, you know what I mean? Like that's okay. I don't have to hear about any fucked up shit. Like ignorance is bliss, man.
Yeah, I definitely have my days. I think it depends what your location is as well, like you say, because I live in a nice little village with old people, so I'll just bump into fucking like white-haired little fucking jokesters, man, in their 80s and that. Like, I'll go to the calf by me sometimes, and there'll just be a little old bloke fucking just be like, "Help me up, then, will ya?" Like to me, and I'll just be like, "Yeah, man, come here." Like fucking, it just feels like dead communal, and fucking. Yeah, I was in the cafe a few weeks ago, and fucking, we just sat next to this old couple, and they must have been in the fucking 80s, man. And the geezer went to the toilet, and his wife just stayed sat on the table. He went to me, went, "Look after her, will you? I'm just going to the toilet." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I got you." But like, I think it depends on your community. I definitely have my days where I just want to come back and just fucking zone out, just have some fucking solitude and just play games and think like, fuck's sake, I don't want to talk to anybody today. But I think it's nice to just force a bit of that in you, man, to just stay human.
I think it's rare too. Like me and you, we've known each other for a very long time. We obviously do this a couple hours a week, every week. But even today, we spoke for like 3, 4 hours just on Discord while we were both working today. And like, even just like scheduling sort of a 2 hour podcast and like being able to just keep it flowing because we go into this with no topics and we just chat. We're usually chatting. If we was recording our Discord earlier, we could just release it as another fucking podcast. You know what I mean? But even just the amount we chat and that we still have stuff to talk about and bounce stuff back off each other, I think it's rare because I do speak and have spoken my life to a lot of people, and I'm fucking sick of talking to them after 10 minutes. They just piss me off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's very rare that I'll speak to a guy for a while and be like, I'm interested to know what more that dude has to say on that. Like that was very interesting back and forth, and like I like it. Like even if we don't agree on everything, like there's something there. Like we hit it back to each other type of thing. But I feel for me, especially, like it's rare, man. Like 10 minutes is all I need sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, go away now. Like I wouldn't be
Yeah.
pallying up with waiters and stuff like that. I'd be like, bro, give me my food and get the fuck out. Like I want to just eat, get out my business.
It is insane that, like, because we've been mates for 20 plus years, but we've been speaking consistently now online over games and shit like that for like 18 years. Like, how mental is that? That I can still surprise you with something or tell you something you don't know or make you laugh or something. Like, it should just, we should at this point be able to just fucking memorize each other's thoughts and scripts and be like, yeah, he's going to say this next. But
Yeah, and that's tricky with doing a podcast because obviously we bring up stuff that obviously me and you know, but people listening might not be aware. So like you got to kind of bring it out as an open forum, but give context. Whereas like because me and you just chat like we are now, but like obviously I'm like, oh, do you remember this? But like people aren't gonna know what the fuck that means, so I have to like really tell them. So like sometimes it is tricky in that regard in like a forum like this, but yeah, like people are always amazed, like our friends, because obviously like you have friends, I have friends, and like I'd say more now, like they're like kind of merging together. Especially as we get older. So like you becoming more like Corin that was on here, you be becoming more aware and speaking to him a lot more and stuff like that. And like, yeah, I feel like he's another person that I can talk to. Like we have very different walks of life, but we're into the same shit. Not fully though. Like we have our own interests. He's into like Star Trek and that type of stuff. I'm into sci-fi, so it's similar, but we don't have the exact same interests. But we get on. Like there's something about our personalities where like we make each other laugh. Like we did have shit together. Like, but on paper it shouldn't really work. Maybe I don't know, but it just does. But yeah, I don't know. Like people are always surprised that me and you talk, and when we hit Corin with a zinger, like we did the other day, we both said like the
yeah,
opposite thing. Like people are surprised that I look fucking lightning quick. We had to jump at some bullshit as well, man. Like together, but that's how long we've been
yeah,
around each other.
yeah. Do you think we just kind of from the like from the beginning to now? Do you think we both just became a bit of each other?
It happens in like relationships, doesn't it? In a way,
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely.
they start doing stuff that you're into and start saying like your vocabulary, and at first you're like, oh, she says that like me now, and it's like, oh, that's a bit weird, but then you just get used to it and it's funny and stuff like that. So probably, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think because when we first started chatting, like you were already pretty fucking quick and zingery and had like decent disses and shit, and I weren't there with that yet because I hadn't been properly fucking socialized yet. I
Yeah,
definitely think you kind of conditioned me to just have to be a witty, like quick cunt, man. Like, you know what I mean?
keep
It
you on
took
your
a couple of
toes.
years. Yeah, and now like it's like I was just sent out in the wild. There's this like freshly trained up quippy bastard that can like piss everyone off and just be sarcastic straight away.
Yeah, I don't know
But it
where
was,
it came from for me either.
yeah, probably being like middle child and fucking having brothers and shit like that. Like you must have had to train it up. But
Yeah,
I never had the requirement for that. But it's funny and like it's good that I just kind of got it from you to be like, yo, I'm gonna have to be quick around here.
yeah, and it's funny as well that when we've like ingratiated and introduced sort of new friends to the group, and they experience it, they're like, "Oh shit! Like I need to fucking be on my game." Yeah, you can't even in our friend group as well. And this must be a dude thing that you can't even pronounce a word wrong because that's it. People are saying that for a
Yeah,
fucking year. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You can't have
Straight on
one.
it, man.
You can't have one slip up, man. That's it. It's
Especially me
savage.
and you, because we can just be having like a fucking relaxed Sunday afternoon conversation, but we're still redlining on like, yo, slip up a day,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm always ready to go. I'm always ready to fucking pounce and be a cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're always on it, man.
Yeah, it is funny. And we spoke about it before, but obviously we are, by the looks of it, actually going to take that trip to Vienna in a couple of months as well. So that'll be fucking fun. And we were just saying how long we've been friends together and that, but like we've done trips in country, but we've never like gone anywhere abroad, have we? To be fair, and we've always said, "Oh, we should go here and do that." But yeah, we're actually
Yeah,
going to do it this time, by the looks of it.
yeah, it'll be nice. And we've never really, other than staying at your house or whatever, we've never really fucking gone alone either for more than a few hours, like somewhere.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be fun, don't you think? In that with that dynamic, like usually when we go and do these things and we've stayed places together, it's been like as a four, like my girlfriend at the time, your girlfriend at the time. Like it's never really just been like me and you at those things because obviously when you go and do a weekend thing, whatever, um, you usually bring your girlfriend. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm going with a boy. But obviously, as you get a bit older, you do the shit like that, and like yeah, we've said it for years that, we should take like a fucking RV and go around Europe and shit like that. And like we spoke about that even the other day. Like I'd still like to do that at some point as well. Like that'd be fucking fun. But yeah, like we've never just gone, let's go and fucking just do this together, man. Like we ain't really ever we've always said it, but we've never like done it. But last year we said it a little bit and was like, let's just fucking do it and not talk about it. And now it looks like we're actually going to do
Yeah.
it. Hopefully. Unless some fucking whatever happens. But I've put money aside so I can literally do it right now if needed, but that'd be fun.
I think what does it is we both get enough from just fucking chilling like this and chatting on Discord and shit. Like, I don't feel like I need to hang out with you as much because I chat to you so much online anyway. It's like I get enough from this because we have a laugh. But it will be nice to have like 4 days away and have like way less of a time limit. It's not like when we go bowling and get food. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna get off in a couple hours then because I've got to get home. Like we know when we're going home. Like it's days away, so it'll be chill, man.
Yeah, and like you'll go away somewhere, I'll go away somewhere, come back and we'll like share the stories. But like it's very rare that we'll both go somewhere together and like share the story. Like experience it for the first time. Oh, me and Ryan went and did this, or me and Ryan did that. Like we do have
Yeah,
those, but it's usually just, going somewhere local or doing this together or going bowling or whatever you do, you just hang out shit. But it's very we ain't ever got like, oh, when me and Ryan went to here, we did this, like, oh, that was cool. And like I said,
yeah,
I'd like to eventually do one of these, like a podcast there on the road, like in Vienna. I think
yeah,
that'd be cool, like filming it live from Vienna, maybe even from Vienna and Budapest, do two in two different countries. That'd be kind of fun to do.
yeah,
So that'd be fun and interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to lock in some memories, man, and just do some shit like just free reign. Just like when I fucking took Mark to Germany, you know what I mean? Like surprised him, paid for it and everything. Like fucking just took him there, treated him, surprised, no prompts, you know what I mean? Just fucking organised it all, paid for it all, you know what I mean? Got him time off work and that. Like, and
Yeah.
he was in the chat trying to fucking blow me up, man. Saying
Yeah,
I ain't got time for him to
saying
go
you
to
ain't got time
breakfast.
to go for breakfast for him. Meanwhile, you took the
Yeah,
cunt to
man.
Germany. Mm,
Took him to Germany, like fucking all expenses paid and that, but
yeah.
we fucking forget about that.
Yeah, just forget about that quick, just because he wants some fucking eggs and beans, you know what I mean?
Nah, but it'll be cool, man. It'd be nice to have a few days, just do some shit, see some sights and that. 'Cause we've never fucking done it properly, have we?
Yeah, and like you said, with memories, like, we do these, and these are gonna, like, be archived, whether we never stop this or stop it in a year. We can be like, "Oh, do you remember when we fucking did that?" And we can go back and they're literally archived and documented through parts of our life. And if we do record some there, or even like because we're gonna hire a car and drive to Budapest and maybe even visit like 3 different countries in that weekend. And if we just do a podcast from the car and like you can see like the footage and like where we're driving and shit, like we're literally archiving a memory there. So we can go back and be like, oh, what did we talk about? Like we went and did this and I don't know, like actually archiving the memory seems like fun to me as well, and like ingratiating it in this world, I
Yeah.
guess, that we're fucking making.
We could do it like vlog style with like maybe just fucking some podcast and then some like a bit of vlog fucking chopped in and then some more podcast, like do a little mix or something for a special one.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever fucking feels, just whatever works. Obviously, we won't want to just film all the time because we'll be there and enjoying it. But like, let's say
Yeah.
we drive to a cool like location, and there's like a big fucking cathedral or something at the back, and like, fuck yeah, let's just like sit down and put the mics on and just chat with like this as our backdrop for a little bit, and just like snippet that in, and like, oh, we're actually in Vienna now, or oh, we're in Budapest right now, or we're just like in Slovakia now, and we've just done this. Like that was mad, weren't it? Like just mix it all up as one if we need to. But I'm excited about doing that as well. That seems like pretty fun.
Yeah. You wanted to do it on the plane as well. Just want to do that.
Yeah, maybe. It depends how it feels and if it's right. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to piss people off if we're like next to just some dude and he wants to sleep. I don't want us to be like, yeah, yeah, dick jokes and saying cunt and shit like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be that dude. But if it's just like fuck it, one, it'll kill some time. I hate flying, so it'll distract me. I think it'd be pretty fun. Don't know how good the audio will be, so if it sounds a mess, I don't want to release it and fucking piss people's ears off. Um,
Yeah.
but we might record one, whether it'll be released or one for the fucking, you know, the archive or whatever, and we can just personally listen to it. Like, oh, listen to us on the plane, man. We sound like twats. Remember that? We'll see, but there's exciting stuff to come with that
Yeah.
trip. Not only just seeing cool shit and experiencing new stuff, just like yeah, just creating while we're there. Like it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Be a little jam, man. Yeah. We could do like fucking 20 minutes in a car somewhere, 20 minutes in a coffee shop, fucking 20 minutes with some views like backdrop or something. Like, just do a little mix up like that. Just keep changing the backdrop.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good to put it out there as well. Like I said, like I think it'd be fun for people that watch it to see. Like, oh man, like especially if it's like I said, cool backdrop and stuff like that. I think it'd be interesting, and yeah, it'd be cool for us personally to. I remember that. Like, oh yeah, we did a podcast there. Let's say, oh yeah, that was the place. Like that, I remember it now. Like it was called that. Like it'd be cool to actually have like evidence footage, if you will, because when I go away to places, I'll take photos and videos and stuff like that. But it's never like I'm never in them. I never really take selfies into things. I'll just take a picture of like a street or a shop or something. I'm like, oh, that looks cool or whatever. I'm very rarely in them because I don't really take selfies to be honest. But unless I'm like dragged into them or I'm on a couple's holiday and whatnot. But even then, like I don't look at that person and be like, oh, look at us there. Like I just remember the place. So like to actually have like footage of us talking about it while we're there, like it'll be a different type of memory for me to have. Like I don't really have things where I'm there. I'm talking like, yeah, I'm here. Look at the background. Look where I am. We just went and did this. Like I don't have that for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more just triggers, ain't it, with pictures like that, like in your camera roll and stuff. Like, it's just a little snapshot of a whole memory or a day or something, and it like triggers. Oh shit, we did that on that day. Like fucking, we walked down that street and then we turned down there and there was a geezer fucking doing this. It's like more just little triggers in it.
Yeah. So that's something to look forward to. And I think like technically we're doing it this year, but maybe last year was the year of us saying we should do something to actually doing it. Like we started the podcast, we said for fucking years we should do something, whether it's just record it and just put it out there in just like an audio format. We've spoke about maybe just pressing record in secret while we're in Discord and be like, I recorded that by the way, like, oh sick, like release it, like and then we actually did it. We're here now doing it. it's fucking going well. We're consistent. This is episode 14. Like, we have no plans of stopping, only creating more and seeing how far we can push it. And, so like, and then obviously planning the trip and then looking like we're going for it. Like, maybe we're getting to a point where we're like, let's just stop fucking talking and doing it, man. And
Mm.
I'd prefer to do that, to be fair, rather than just saying, yeah, we should do this. Like, I'd rather just start doing shit.
Yeah, because why do we just say shit would be a good idea or be good fun or something, but then not do it? Like, what's the point of it being a fucking thought in the first place?
Just life, eh? Like I said, like, you've got a kid as well, so like it's easier to say than do because you're tired or it's effort or hard work to do it. But then it's like once you do it, it's like going to the gym, isn't it? You don't want to do it, and you like think I can't be asked to work out. When you do it, you're like, ah, I'm glad I did it. Same sort of thing. Like in your head, it seems like such a fucking upheaval, and like I can't be asked to be in the energy or the mood for this. But then when you do it, you're like, man, why did we put it off for so long? That was fucking sick.
Yeah, I think having just a bit of encouragement from someone as well, like with Amy's family, like my brother-in-law and that. Like Connor before he had like an issue on his car, like a fucking coolant leak or something. And he was just saying, "Oh, I need to fucking fix this coolant leak soon. Like I keep having to top it up with this and fucking blah blah." And I heard him say it like about 5 times over like 3 months. And I just went, "Let's do it then. Just bring it to my man. We'll do it. Like
Yeah,
let's just get it done. Like let's stop talking about it. Let's just fucking do it." And he did. Like a couple of days later, he brought it to mine and we did it. So it's nice to have a friend to do this with, to just be like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it then." Because there's always going to be one of us at least that's just like, "Yeah, let's just fucking do it, man." You don't want to let the other one down. So it's like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's do it." You know what I mean,
yeah,
I've always got the energy.
yeah. And I'm always up for it. Even if I've not got the energy, I know as soon as we start bouncing back and forth off one another, like the energy will come just because it's just natural. And it's like I said, like if you're not asked to fucking get to the gym or even go to work, you could just be waking up early and think, "Fuck, I can't be asked." So once you're logged on, you are like clock watching, if you will, but it ain't as bad as you make it out in your head to do. Like you're doing it, you know what I mean? Like you wake up and the thought of getting out the door and doing all this is way worse. But as soon as you're at the door and you're working, it's like, oh, you're in work mode. Same sort of thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's hard to get your brain to, because I work out on the mornings now before work, so it's like fucking 6 a.m., which is pretty fucking early to just start lifting weights when you haven't got to.
yeah.
But I get to the end and I've got a fucking pump on and I'm looking in the mirror and like I've proper woke up and I feel accomplished. It's hard to get your brain to think, "Yeah, let's do it, man." So we feel all that. Not like it's just that's your brain being like, "Bro, fuck off. What are you on about?" Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna feel all accomplished and fresh, but it's like that's the feeling that you're after, man. That's what you got to be thinking about.
yeah. That's obviously working out is always like. Obviously, we're in a new year now. Like it's the second as we record this, and like I said in the last podcast, we could maybe talk about resolutions, but I don't really set them to be honest. But like obviously, one in everyone's mind always is be healthier. Look after yourself a little bit more, especially us as we're like encroaching 32, especially you in a few days. Like you start thinking like, yeah, I've got to start looking out now, or I'm going to be that old man that's like taking forever to walk anyway, and you're like, I don't want to be that guy. So obviously, like the first thing in everyone's mind is just drink a bit more water, be a bit more healthier this year, a bit more health conscious. But I think for me, as I spoke about before, that like I kind of just want to do more shit. I think like this year, I'm gonna just do shit. Like I'm not gonna just be like, that ain't for me, or I'm a bit too much of a fucking pussy to that, whatever. I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. Like even if it's just for the story, like to be like, I fucking did this and it went this shit. Like it was a disaster. I shit myself. Like fuck it. Like I did it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I am happy to just sit here and just be cozy, play my games, and like engross myself in these digital lands and forget about the world. But like, I don't think I'll ever get to an age if I get old and look back and go, I should have done more in my life. Like I regret sitting there and just playing games because I don't see it as a waste of time. But like, I also don't want to have that regret. So like, I want to do it so I can be like, at least I did some shit, man, and I went out there and I gave shit a go, and I didn't say no to this, and fuck it, I tried that. So I think this year, like, that's what I'm gonna try and do a bit
Yeah,
more of. Just be like, fuck it, man, let's just try this, let's do this, fuck it. Like, even if it's cringy or it makes me look like a bit of a twat, so what?
yeah, yeah. I'll go through these little phases as well. Usually when I'm just fucking out on my own and just got time to think about stuff. But I've been thinking recently as well, like kind of being 30, I kind of look back at 20-year-old me and think like, you fucking idiot, just working at a pub and chucking barrels around and not looking after your back and your knees and shit like that. And like my back hurts now. Pissed off with like 20-year-old me for just being careless and not fucking lifting properly. And I don't want to. I can take that feeling now and just think I don't want to be 50 or 60 looking back at 30-year-old me thinking, you fucking idiot, why don't you exercise and stay healthy and look after this body that you've got? Like, you're in a healthy place. You know what I mean? And then I don't want to be 80 looking back at 50-year-old me thinking like, shit, I was actually still pretty all right then, and I did have a chance still. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking avoid regret for the future, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to stay fucking on it now, man. I'm going well, to be fair. I don't know how long I've been working out. Like maybe fucking. Well, it's when I got back from Japan, so like 6 months. I'm seeing good progress, but it's probably the longest I've ever kept it going, just off my own fucking back as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's less present, man. It's less in the present, it's more future. Just like self-preservation, man.
yeah, that is, I think, important. But I also, I don't know, like, I've never even thought I would like live in the future. I never thought I'd make it to fucking 30. So like, when I try and visualize, like, yeah, it's obviously like a negative thing. Like, yeah, I want to set myself up when I'm 50 to do this. I'd never like imagine myself at 50. So like, I'll live for now because I don't. It's like, like I deal with like people's pensions and stuff from time to time, and there's people that just die before it, and I just think that person's worked their whole life thinking they'd get the pension. They've opted in. They've had more money taken out from their pay slip, and it would have just been better if they didn't opt into any pension and just got as much money as they could because they're dead now. And like, I think yeah, you can plan for the future and it's good, but I do think like you don't know what's around the corner, so just kind of live for today as well. Like I'm more of
You know,
living for today than the future for me.
you know what my thought was on the flip side of that? They probably lived all those years with less anxiety knowing that they've got that set up for the future. Just because it was ripped away from them, they don't know. They just fucking died. But they were probably that slightly more comfortable knowing, oh, that pension's there for me one day, like when I need it. Where the
Maybe, but like
person,
I've got like a pension built up now. Granted, I can't access it for like 35 years, whatever. But like I could just fucking die tomorrow, and that what the fuck does that? You ain't really guaranteed a big amount, and most people don't know how much the pensions are. Like when I get calls and stuff like that, people don't know. They're asking what the value is, what a pension even is. Like most people don't even know what it is. Like, do you know how much pension you've got? Most people I know don't. Like, so you don't know that you're really set up unless you're in like a high up or high end job where you've got good fucking salary.
yeah. I just fucking, we coincidentally spoke about this afternoon, don't we? And I just remembered saying that it's going to be a fucking, if my wife gets my pension, it's going to be a little fucking 50 quid Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
And you said to be one of them fucking guns that just pops a flag out and says bang.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I'd live more for the future, but I don't know. Like even now, like I had choices at my work where I could opt in, and I think it was like taking like £200 a month off me to add to my pension. I was like, just for this year, I might change it back next year and start opting in again. But I was like, I just want the more money now. Like because who knows, I might not ever be able to access my pension, and like the time that I'm alive now, I want
Yeah.
that to just be better then. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck's around the corner. So I don't know.
I am
I'm
in I
gone.
am in the same boat when it comes to pensions. Like I do prefer the money now, and I like to think I could do something better with it than just having it put away. Um, but I do just think with stuff like that, the time will just pass. Like you might not be planning for 50, but you will just be there one day and think, "Fuck, it's 50 already," and I was just not thinking about this day. I mean, the
Yeah,
time will go by, man.
true. But like, I don't have anything like crazy set up now. But like, I'm doing okay. Like, I'm not struggling in really any way. Like, and I will plan for some stuff. Like, I've always made sure, like, in my savings, I never got to pass a certain threshold. So I've always got money to use as a safety net just in case. Like, I'm prepared in some capacity. But like in terms of thinking, yeah, by the time I'm 70, I'm gonna make sure I do this because then like you kind of like you wish you make I don't know, like I kind of feel like you're rushing to your 70 in that way because
Yeah.
you're waiting for the progress there to be like 70 and be like, like I did all this. It's like I don't want to think about it. I want to live like each day as if it's its own sort of day, and then when
Yeah.
70 comes, hope that I can reap the benefits of the fucking effort and time or work or whatever it is that I've put in. But yeah, I don't know. Like I remember I worked with this woman and she was a lovely woman. She was like 6'3", and every like 2 weeks she was just fucking off to a villa that she bought in like Spain. And I spoke to her about it, and she was like, I was like 50, my husband and I broke up, and I thought I'd never marry again. And he said, and then I met this guy, and he was about 5'4". He was a tall dude, and he used to come in and see her, and they used to joke about it, and like he used to be like, yeah, I love me, I love like a strong, tall woman. And like she was telling me before that like he loved it when she wore like stilettos and stuff, like he'd make her wear in bed because he loved her being like really tall. He had like a crazy like big woman fetish type of thing. And she was
Mhm.
like, yeah, and we just fell in love and we got married. And like he had no kids, no savings. And he was like, the guy that I was married to before, we had like a 6 bedroom house. He was like a fucking neurosurgeon, whatever. And we had everything. We was traveling every fucking year, going on cruises around the world. And she was just like, it just weren't right. And then I married this dude. We've both got no savings, no kids. Um, not nothing, but every time we just get paid every like 2, 3 months, we just put our money away for those 2, 3 months and then just go and fuck off and just live in Spain for a couple of months. And I just thought like that sounds like a better life. And she said like when I get to about 80, if I make it there, I might think fuck, like I've got nothing. But then like fuck it, you're 80 anyway. You know what I mean? Like, and I was kind of like that's kind of like how I am. Like really, like I'd like to build up a fund and be like, yeah, I'll sit on this when I'm old. But I'm too old to fucking do anything with it anyway, anything fun. But now I'm young enough where I can go on a trip to Japan and walk around when I'm 80. I ain't gonna be walking around all the fucking Japan, you know what I mean? I might as well just spend that shit now. When I'm 80, it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah. It does kind of feel like giving up, don't it? Like I'll have nice stuff when I'm 70, man. I won't do anything now. Like I'll wait till I'm fucking disabled and decrepit to enjoy having money, and then it'll just go on fucking the heating bill and giving my kids fucking Christmas fucking money.
Yeah, exactly. Like the good thing about being like a grandparent and stuff is having money and then getting your grandkids like gifts that they want. But like I don't fucking give a shit about that. Like I ain't gonna have grandkids anyway. So like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get like I don't know. I just feel like obviously secure yourself so I'm not like homeless at fucking 80. But I don't think you would be anyway. Like someone fucking text carry like a care home or whatever. Like not that I'm really depending or relying on that. But like yeah, I just think I'm more of like a live for now. Like obviously I'm saving for my own house and mortgage and that's technically like setting me up for the future and stuff. But I'm also, like I said, I want to plan trips when I go and do stuff in between because what about if I die before I even buy that house? But at least I've made some fucking cool memories if I did and did some shit, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Like, go back to
yeah,
the Anthony Joshua thing. He was literally like in a fight a couple of days ago and like 90 million, then almost died a couple of days later. Like, what about if he did die? That would be fucking mental. He wouldn't have fought a couple of days,
yeah.
like after earning millions, that he was going to be in a car crash, you know what I mean? Like, it fucking happens.
It's true. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm definitely in the now money wise, but just planning for the
Oh,
future
yeah,
health
Mr.
wise.
Fad.
I think when I get my pension, it's just going to say, "You owe us £2 for this stamp and envelope."
Yeah. Yeah, it
You
is.
fucking we
It is
kept
a funny
we
one.
kept your account open on our server for fucking 40 years with no transactions.
Yeah, we used to fucking get people around the office saying, "Look at these guys' account, man, how mentals this. We've never seen anything like this."
Yeah, just having bets on it. Like, nah, he'll fucking. Oh, he's just got a new job, man. He'll start paying it next month. Nope, just more spider
How
webs.
long's that? It's 39 years now. Fucking, let's put a bet on around the office. You reckon he'll make it 40 without any contributions? Yeah, yeah, 40, I reckon so. The people are literally
Yeah,
betting on you.
he must just be fucking. He must be fucking rich as fuck, and he ain't paying in. Should we check in on him?
Yeah, it does disgust me though when I see people and they've got like they can take out like a lump sum of like 150 grand. And then on top of that, they get like a reduced pension each month. And reduce it's still like 2.5 grand a month, as well as that lump sum going in tax free as well. Man, I think, fuck, like, you're just living there. But like I said, they're like decrepit or old, or they've got cancer or some shit, and they can't do anything with it anyway. Like, what about if he just got that when he was like 20 or 25 or 40, or like could have had a better marriage or like and a better wedding and shit like that in the moment, and it meant more to him rather than just sitting in his account now when he can't do anything with it. Like,
Being
it's a weird
being
juxtaposition.
in that world, yeah, being in that world for your job, do you think you should just be able to just withdraw it at any fucking age you want? Because who's to say that you can't just have the fucking money that you've put away?
Yeah, the government, unfortunately, but I do and I don't because I don't know if you got like 30 grand in there, you pull it out, and like the way it works, man, this is so fucking boring talking about fucking pensions, by the way. But the way it works, that like obviously most people, like dudes, can retire at 65, but and depending on the scheme. But if you're 61, that's 4 years early, so you'll have like a factor that's a reduction. So you'll actually get like a reduction of how many years early it is off your pension. So like they'll just scrape some off like, yeah, it's too early, mate. So we're going to take some off for that for you. And like if it's too late, they'll do the same thing. So they kind of encourage you to retire on time. So like the earlier you can retire, the more they take. So like if you was to retire now, you'd probably be 100% taxed and won't get anywhere, and it just goes to the government anyway. So it don't fucking matter.
I know that's how it works, but who the fuck's to do that? For what reason?
Yes, the government. I couldn't tell you. I work in it, and I still don't know. The more I try and go down HMRC or tax rabbit hole, I think, how does that work like that? I look and I just think it's just because someone said that's how it works, like in the 90s or 70s or whatever. And it's like, yep, that's just a rule in place now. I'm like, oh, okay, that's just how it is. And you just have to just do
Yeah.
it.
Do you think if you could, if there was a choice, say if you're on like 30 grand a year now, not that you are, but like just an example number, if you could opt in to like just January 1st, just 30 grand in one payment,
Oh.
just you just get paid once a year.
But then, like, that's rough because
It's a
right
dangerous
now,
game.
right now, though, not even that because just you've just got that money all at once, but like right now, it's January right now. I got paid early in December because Christmas, but I got paid like it's like 6 weeks until I get paid again to the end of January. And even that, even though I'm fine, like I said, I even put money away for our trip, and it's like, yeah, I'm sound. It's still like, oof. Like that last week's gonna feel thing it. Imagine you get paid January 1st. What's December gonna be like, man? Are you gonna be like, fuck, I hope I get paid soon, man?
Yeah,
Like, that's a
you're like
long year.
fucking August 20th. You're like, man, I got 2.5 grand left. What have I done?
And how demotivated are you gonna be when it comes to, like, April, and you just don't feel like you're earning anything because 'cause you've already got the money, you know what I mean? Like, you'll just be like, "Man, I've got the money now, I'm working for what it seems like nothing now." Like, it would feel even worse to work.
Yeah. Obviously, it's laid out as it is because they don't know how long you're gonna fucking be there, do they? Like, you could quit
Yeah.
tomorrow, and obviously that they'd have to claim back fucking how much. But it's just a funny concept to think about, man. Like just managing it yourself all the way through the year.
I'd
So I was
like to do
thinking
it as
about
an
it before, like,
experiment to see if I could do it. I think it would be like
yeah,
a good test yourself to be like, "Man, I did that, like, I could, like, save and, like, make my life better if I apply that sort of line of thinking in my everyday, every month pay."
yeah. I was thinking about it before in terms of like winning the lottery, and just because there was a lottery on for like 700k, and I was thinking like, would I retire on that? You know what I mean? Like, could I stretch that out far enough if I just give myself this much a year? And could I stick to them numbers? And you know what I mean? Then I just thought, like, if you just got waged once a year, like, how easy would it be to manage?
It'd be tough. Obviously, depends what you're on. If you're only on minimum wage, whatever that is, 24, 25 grand, whatever, that's tough to do, I think. But I don't know, like, is it? Because you do it broke up incrementally. So, like, I don't know. I think it would depend. I actually looked up this earlier in ChatGPT to see what you would have to pay yourself for 700 grand and 1 million if you wanted to retire on it. And I think for 1 million, it said you can if you pay yourself like 32 grand a month salary. So it's like 2100 or 2200 each month. And you just did that. You could retire off it if you're okay with just having that wage and not working. I was like, I could probably do that. Like, and then 700 grand. Because I thought if I won a mill and then I bought a house for 300 grand and then wanted to retire after 700k, would that be doable? Especially like no bills in a sense then because I've paid off a mortgage. and it was very tight. And I was like, I'd still probably like maybe invest that or start a company that generates money that I like doing and when I want to do it type of thing. So my work life would be different, but it would be tough to just live off that. I mean, you're not really working for it, so it's nice money, it's free money coming in. What it would seem like, but I think it's doable. I think it is doable. For me, it would be, but for some people, they would just blast it, man. They'd look like you, especially. You'd see like an Audi R8 or something, and think, "Fuck it, I've got it. I'll just
Yeah,
work
I
in
just feel
like
like,
10 years time or
"Fuck,
something."
how much have I got again?" Yeah, I
Yeah,
would. I'd be like, "Yeah, I must get a fucking job
yeah. I'll just
again
get
in
a
a few
job in like
years."
5 years. I'll just have a car now, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, and then I'll just fucking sell it 2 weeks later.
Yeah, and then you've lost like fucking 150 grand or something like that because cars don't really appreciate in value, do they, man? As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's down.
Yeah.
Is it a
But
bonus or a positive? Oh, well, like, is that a negative or a positive for a car person like you? Because like you're into cars, not so much newer cars, so you're into like older sort of cars, but like the fact that shit does depreciate. Like there's probably certain cars that are an investment, kind of like Pokemon cards. You could just buy Pokemon cards, but there's certain ones that you buy where you're like, if I buy that now, hold on to that in a few years, that could be worth something. Does it really work like that in cars because of the way they depreciate?
nah, I think generally people don't really want them during the depreciation. It's when they become cool and start appreciating again, because when they get to a certain age, they just start going back up again, like old Japanese cars now. But like when they first come out and they're in that depreciative like term, they're just not very cool, and then they hit a point where they get to a certain age and start looking different, where the procking prices just start going up again. You're like,
Is there a
shit.
car that did that and then became popular and boomed in price and sales that you thought like, I don't get why that car. Like I was saying earlier, like virals and memes and stuff how it works. Has there been like a car where you're like, why is that car popular? It's shit, it's ugly, whatever.
Not so much like a bad car, but like certain Japanese cars where you're like, man, that was just a regular car like a few years ago, but because all the other cool ones have kind of appreciated out of the fucking affordability range, it's like, oh, these ones have we've just got to do we've got to fucking settle for these ones, so they've naturally fucking appreciated as well. Like just old Corollas and like just fucking even Integras, man. Like Integra's like 20 grand now. Like it's fucking crazy. Like it's just a fucking Civic with a nice body on it. Like, but because all the top fucking legendary cars like Skylines and Supras and shit have just gone way out the range, people have just settled for the
The
next
next
best
best.
Japanese car. Yeah, but that's because everybody's scrambled for them.
It's
They've
because
ended up going up.
yeah, people are just getting outpriced, outpriced, outpriced. Yeah, it
Yeah.
works like that for a lot of things. Like the way the world is right now, like pisses me off for stuff. And like, man, I saw a thing the other day talking about like technology and I'm for it. I mean, liking that. Like I'm for QR codes and like Nando's and stuff to order food. I like it. Like, yeah, man, let me just order it on my phone. Boom, it comes to my table. But there's some things like I saw like a viral post the other day, and it was like, find out our prices of what's in the store here. Instead of having like the prices, like you weren't like a Tesco, let's say, use Tesco as an example. You walk around the aisles and you see like cat litter, ham, whatever, in regular shit. And you don't know the fucking prices from, so you have to download an app now, like a QR code, to see the prices. I'm like, man, like everything is like QR code app. Make sure you get this, and I'm like, like I don't like that it's going too far for that. Just keep some shit simple, man. You don't need an app for everything or a QR code for this and that.
Yeah. It's when fucking for me it's all that stuff. I kind of noticed it around COVID where all the food ordering apps and like self-service in more like in supermarkets where you just serve your own shit and get your fucking get your food to your door, or like get your shopping delivered and you can leave it outside the door. I didn't notice till COVID kind of come and went, where I thought, man, like it's nice to get out, just go to the chip shop and fucking speak to them face to face again and order it. And I realized, like, man, the whole world is just kind of gearing towards less human interaction and just stay in your fucking house and like we'll bring it to you. Like everything's automated, man. It's just all
It's,
limited human
yeah,
interaction.
it's been like a theme of this podcast, really, isn't it? Like being inside and being missing out on that human interaction and stuff. But like I said, man, like it is nice sometimes to go into a shop, and especially if it's like a family-owned shop, you think, oh, I've like helped them maybe keep afloat even that day, just buy my custom and whatever. But man, I love me some fucking next day delivery. Let me tell you, it's a problem. Like you
It's
can't
weird, ain't it, that
compete.
you can order anything through the post and it's like, yo, is that here yet? Like you could order a fucking fuse for a plug, man, and you just be like, yo, has that come?
You're waiting. You're
Like,
like, I can't wait till that comes. It's fucking
yeah.
weird, isn't it, man? We are like conditioned in a weird fucking way. Like we live in a probably every generation says it, but I feel like we do live in a weird time with like obviously technology and AI sort of being like, where's this going? Like we're in a weird like what if state. Obviously, again, probably in every generation, we're in a constant like a war might kick off at any point. Then you've got like AI doing whatever it's doing again, might even kick off a war. Then you've got like some jobs in question, like where, like it's like we're in a weird fork in the road. I feel in terms of like human civilization, like we're either gonna get to a point where we're going to evolve as humans and become spacefaring and all this type of stuff, or we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna get like really fucking weird, man, and really fucked up. Like I said, this Grok AI thing just removing clothes off like civilians, like that's weird, man. That's a weird dystopian. Like, is that a brief look into what's to come? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a what if. What's coming? What's the future gonna look like? Everyone always thinks it. You know, I see videos, black and white footage of like kids from the 50s and 40s. Like, what do you think the year 2000 is gonna be like? And some are close, some are like have nailed it, some are way off. Some just think we got floating cars and shit by then. Probably people from the 80s thought by the year 2026 that we'd have floating cars and stuff. But like, I do feel like right now is like a thing of like, what does the future look like? Like, it could be, is it like Terminator where AI's took over and the Earth is just machines, or is it that we've come together and we've built something really fucking cool and life changing, and cancer isn't a thing anymore because of it? And you know, like I even read like talking on Grok that people have been using it to diagnose stuff and actually saving people's lives too. So it's like you've got on one hand, you've got this device, this thing that's being used for, you know, maliciousness and removing clothes off random people. But then you've also got it where it's out here and it's like diagnosing people and actually saving people's lives and like getting them checked out and like, oh, that's a problem. Get yourself to the doctors now. And it's true. And they've got it scanned and the doctors are like, how do you even know how to do this? And it's like, I asked AI. Like, it's a fucking weird tipping scale, man, where it's like it's either gonna go one way and it's gonna be a fucking mess, or it's gonna go the other way and it's gonna start you're gonna start seeing some cool sci-fi shit, man.
It's weird, ain't it? Because it just seems like it just seems like technology and these machines and AI and stuff. But on the base of it, it's how far humanity's got. Like it's a human invention. It should be used for our advantage and like utopia in a way. It's like that's humans have kind of got to the end and created a higher being than us. Like we should be using it to improve human life. That's our
I think the
advantage.
problem of it is the genesis of like it might be that, and it could be as innocent as like, let's get it to a point where these machines and robots do everything for us and make our life easier. But then there's just always some fucking greedy cunt that comes along and says, "Yeah, but I want it to do this and benefit just me." And then there's too many fingers in the pies and there's too many chefs in the kitchen and it just becomes something malicious, you know what I mean? Like it could start off as innocent as like, let's just use this to improve life and cure cancers and diseases and make sure there's no hunger, and we somehow use it to make sure every person's homed and humanity is bigger and restored than ever. There's barely any wars in there and it's more peaceful. But humans the way they are, that way of living is always gonna fuck someone over from getting their next quid. So they won't allow it. You know what I mean? Like it's never gonna be that. So it's always like, where's
Yeah.
it going to go? Like, when are they going to put stabilizers on it and put brakes on it a little bit? And be like, whoa, let's slow this the fuck down because it's doing some weird shit and causing real weird social interactions and things. Or if it's just gonna, I don't know, is it too late already? Is the fucking cat
I
out the
think
bag, if you will?
I think people can embrace it, man, and just be like, yeah, man, we just live with fucking robots now. because it's been the base of like so many fucking TV shows and movies. But imagine if you just get some kind of little home assistant, like a little robot that just walks around, does your washing and that kind of thing. But you get like RNG of what its like personalities like.
Oh man, that would be a good horror film. Then you just get
Like
one that's like a fucking schizo. And
yeah,
you come back and
I
it's like, good morning. You're like, oh, good morning. Then you come back from work like later on and it's just like fucking, just like staring at you and shit. You're like, yo, yo, like that'd be a good horror film. That would
in my
build
head it was
tension.
like in my head I just get back and it's like, welcome home. I've tidied up the kitchen. Like, can I get your coat for you? I'm like, fuck's sake. Like, yo, let
Yeah.
me walk in. And then I'm like at the pool, like, man, this little fucking arse lickers at home, man, tidying the house up and shit.
Yeah. Trying to push him over like the Boston Dynamics video, watching him stumble and that. Like, get up, man. Get
Yeah.
my coat then.
Oh, I've fallen over. My mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you fucking train him up to be like, fucking take him to the boxing gym and that. Be like, yo, stop being such a pushover, man. Let's get you fucking trained up and that.
Yeah. And then you
And
come
then
back
he
one
just
day and
becomes
say,
a
hey,
big
you
old
taking my
puss.
coat? And then you get you get fucking metal knuckles in your head.
Yeah. He's just there fucking clinging up some dumbbells like chink, chink, growing no muscle.
He's coming back from fucking the gym, whatever, and he's telling you to take his fucking coat. Like, yes, sir.
Putting his feet on my coffee table, man. Fucking my wife and the...
To be fair, robots have been fucking people's wives for ages.
Yeah, they just have to fucking hold them.
Yeah, for now. I think that's a good place to wrap up there, to be fair.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's episode 14 in that bag. New
Week
year, new
14.
us, and that. So yeah,
Oh, why is it?
so we started this. I don't actually know what month we started it, but it'd be cool to do like a whole full year. So
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna
yeah,
keep
man.
being
14.
consistent. I don't know if people know, but I put these out every Monday morning in the UK time at 9 a.m. Because I've had a couple of people ask me because it used to be Saturdays, but because we record this sometimes Friday night, now sometimes Saturday nights, it was getting a bit too fucking tough and rushed to get it out on time. So Monday morning's usually good, and I know a couple of people listen on the way to work and stuff like that. So I think it's good time. So yeah,
If you listen this far, type a comment saying robot butler
yeah, yeah. Let us know.
just to see who's
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Peace.
man. Peace out.